Hi you guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. It is your girl, you know it's your girl. But right now I honestly want to do a get to know me because I don't feel as though I've ever introduced myself on my channel, like ever. When I started my channel about 5 years ago, I had like a video, but it's not 5 years ago. So here we are. I'm about to do a little get ready with me, get to know me, and just talk about myself, where I am right now, how I'm feeling mentally. But I want to do this within 1 hour. It's 3:57 right now, and I want to be done before it even hits 5 o'clock because I do have errands to run. I have to buy a new face wash and I have to go to my job so I can handle some stuff. But to start, I want to try these. I've never tried them. Oh, there's like a lot. Okay. I've never done this in my life. Actually, I'm gonna open the photo booth on my laptop. So, hello. Oh, look kind of cute. Okay, so hi. My name is Tolani. I am Nigerian. Yes, Tolani. You know how many times I've heard that? When that first came out, I was not safe everywhere. Even church, I was hearing it, especially church. But yes, I am in my mid-20s. Am I doing this right? Because it got a little folded in the thing. This is a collagen eye mask. I got this from Forever 21. If you've seen my last video, you've seen the haul that I did, and I got this from there. This is my first time using them though. But yes, I'm from Providence, Rhode Island, born and raised. And what else can I say? And I love YouTube. I started doing YouTube because, is there two in one here? I started YouTube because I genuinely knew I was supposed to do it since I was a child. I always aspired to do it. I was just afraid when I was younger and I wanted someone to do it with me and all that other stuff, like typical fears of a... Are they the same way? Because this one fits better. Did I do... There has to be two. This one's mad thick. I know you see that. This one looks mad thick. There has to be two. Oh my gosh. Should I just leave it? I love the towel on my head. I had to put the towel on because my hair kept dripping all over me and it was making me cold. Nah, there has to be two. And this one's mad lumpy and stuff. I'm about to leave it and just say F it. Let it start. I need to start wearing these more often. Kick my feet up with a glass of wine. Who is you telling? Okay, so I wanted to do this get to know me because I really have never once introduced myself, and that's not a good thing because how y'all gonna get to know me if I don't allow y'all to get to know me? And it's not that I do it on purpose. I don't try to be mysterious or like not post on purpose. Those are not my intentions. I'm not a corn. I don't try to be mysterious, even when I was my most like outgoing self, because the version that you guys see now is not the version I've always been. Obviously I'm getting older and stuff, but oh, look at this, all sliding up as I talk. This version of me that you guys now see is a lot more relaxed, a lot more quiet, a lot more reserved. And not because I'm afraid or anything, but I just genuinely don't have the same energy I used to have when I was in survival mode. I grew up around narcissistic, unhealthy mentalities and behaviors, not even just in my family life, but obviously I was attracting that in friendships as well. So I kind of had a hard time getting myself out of it because that was like all I knew. And now that I'm not in that type of space, I genuinely am like a new person because I'm not in survival mode anymore. Even when it comes down to creating, I used to be a machine when it came down to creating. I was always working, dance, modeling, creative directing. I'm missing some stuff. I am no longer defined by my talents and what I bring to the table. My accomplishments mean, I don't want to say they don't mean anything to me, but they're definitely not on the forefront of my brain and define me as a person. I will never allow my accomplishments to like shape me or shape my mind on who I am and how I deserve to be treated and all those things. Like, I just treat people how they deserve to be treated. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't give a damn what your application is. I've come across a lot of successfully career-based people, whether it's like in the industry or just overall corporate. Like, I've met some very successful people, and I've met a lot of shitty people in those same exact environments. And it really shaped my mind and perception on people in a different manner, because a lot of people just care about work. A lot of capitalistic type mindsets where, oh, I do this, so I'm better than you almost. I don't have a competitive spirit. Never did. You bitches is not me and I am not you. And I love that. Like, I never once had a competitive spirit. This thing keeps falling off the more I talk. I think I'm supposed to just keep them on and shut up. But not me. Not me. I was never a silent type of person. I never once ever shut up on what I believed since I can remember. And the past, like, what year are we in? 2025. The past, like, 3 years have been very silent for me. And not in a way that I've been silent.
You silent or were you silenced?
But I've been silent. It's backward. No, I was not silenced. No bitch can silence me. There's that. If I didn't speak on something, it's because I literally know God does not want me to speak on it yet. Because I've always spoke up for myself and what I believe. But these past few years, I feel like me meeting people in this stage of where I am and who I am becoming makes people treat me like different. And it makes me see people's character more, and also myself. Because when you're in your ego and you're feeling on top of the world and you're just like, it's easy. Everything is easy. People go where the hype is. And when I forfeited my position of being the hype, things got real crazy spiritually. Folks could no longer leech. Folks' true colors started coming out. My true colors started showing, and not even in a bad way, but more so like my character was tested, I guess you could say. And I ain't never fold. I don't do none of that hoopla. I don't do none of that. And me being silent showed me so much, because like I said, I always was the talkative person who stuck up for what I believed and such. So now that I actually did shut up, you see things a lot different. I was hurt by the things that I've seen. I was disappointed. Wasn't surprised, just disappointed. I have just been reshaping and refining the things that I want for myself and the people I want for myself and the lifestyle I want for myself. A lot of the things that I used to want, I just don't. I no longer want them. And at first it made me a little nervous, because this is like the age where a lot of people give up on their dreams and stuff. And not that I'm giving up on my dreams, because that will never happen, but I definitely am not in survival mode anymore. So it may look as though I don't care, or I'm not going as hard or whatever. Like, I'm not. I'm literally not. I don't have the capacity to do so. And I can't act like I do. I don't want to be burnt out majority of the time. I got makeup on my finger and I want to get it off, but I have to wait. I don't know where I'm going with this, if I'm being honest. I just wanted to give you guys a little background, because I don't feel as though I really talk about my experiences anymore. I stopped talking about my feelings, not because I don't feel safe to be vulnerable, but I just don't feel as though everything needs to be talked about. And I love letting God show people. I've never been the type to prove myself or like just go hard for shit that doesn't need to be going hard for. Y'all gonna see. I dealt with a lot of gang stalking within this past 3 years. I dealt with a lot of like just being switched up on realistically for what looked like benefits in that moment. And it really changed me. Not because it hurt my feelings to see, but it was more so like God's cranking me up a few notches. So I can't be here. I don't even want to be here, but I genuinely can't, even if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And YouTube could have been the outlet that I used to express these things, but I don't always feel as though, again, everything does not need to come to the internet. I don't go around trying to tarnish people's name or image and stuff like that. And that was done to me. So what do I look like stooping to people's level, trying to match energy of terrible people, of narcissists? No, we don't do that here. You can't beat a narcissist at their own game. People are in the pits of hell. Why would you leave heaven to go and join them? Because they're your family or your friends or whatever? Like, nah. And a lot of people don't understand until they go through the same thing, you know? I had a lot of changes happening in my life, whether it's where I live, who I'm around, who I'm not around, my relationship. Everything just changed in the blink of an eye, and it happened so fast. And I was really upset with God because I felt as though, like, why won't you just give me a second so I can, like, gather myself and so I can actually understand what's going on, because I'm overwhelmed. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be. I don't know what's going on. Why does everything hurt? Why do these people want to hurt me? Why? Just like, why? And it's not even like I was trying to be a victim, but I was in those situations, because I feel as though, granted, there can be miscommunication, but wrongfully doing people, I think I can take these off now. I think it's been 15 minutes. You willingly did people wrong. I can't get down with that. You knew what you was doing. I can't respect that, you know? I just can't. So I had to respect myself. And even with, like, the process of, like, having no friends or being by myself or getting in a new relationship, stuff like that, like, and removing myself from my family, people really will, like, want your life and want your position, but have no idea the pain that you've endured your whole life. So you want my life that bad? Okay, so now you got to go through the pain that I endured, and a lot of y'all can't do that. A lot of folks cannot be in my shoes, no matter how hard you want it. You think it looks easy because it's me doing it, because this is my life. But now when you want to switch shoes, you're trying to lace up bitches that ain't yours, and your feet are cramping, they're hurting, you're hurting, you mentally can't do it. I don't even know how I did it. Oh wait, yes I do. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's how I did it. I went through a lot that I did not speak on, and it was very painful for me, because I loved the people that I shouldn't have, but the people that I couldn't take with me. I dealt with a lot of, like, betrayal, and it's changed me. It's changed my art. It's changed just the way I view life. It's changed everything. And I have changed, obviously. Pain changes you. But it's just like, I sometimes don't know how to show up for YouTube anymore, because I don't like being, maybe this is what God needs me to do, but I don't like being so serious all the time, bro, because that's not who I am. And I want to show you guys the most authentic version of me, which is half strict and half playful. But I feel like when it comes to the things that I want to talk about, they're always very serious. Like, this is not a joke. This is not a game. And sometimes it makes me uncomfortable, because, like, I don't like having to air people out. I really don't. Like, if you want to be sick, you can be sick. But now I have to speak on it, because this is my experience, and it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like having to air people out. I really don't. I don't like feeling like I have to embarrass people. And I don't like feeling like I am hurting them too, because I'm speaking my truth. And I know that me speaking my truth hurts people, especially because they know it's true. It's not that it's like, oh, there's three truths, mine, theirs, and the actual. No, bitch. I'm speaking on the actual. My truth is the actual. It's not me and my feelings. I had to just keep going, because although I was unsafe, like the people were unsafe, I was safe. Spiritually, it was a war. I was at war, but I just never talked about it. And I am kind of glad I didn't, but I also wish I did, because I deserve to be heard, you know? My feelings deserve to be heard. I shouldn't have to go to war with myself because people are evil. And it's not that I didn't want to air things out. I just don't like my business on the internet. Like, it's them too, but it's also my business, my story to tell. Especially because I do extend grace. People think just because you're strict that you don't give chances. Like, no, I'm strict because I can give too many. Duh. People just think that everything's about them. Like, no. I have a community-based mindset. I always have. And I feel like now it's kind of like, I obviously still have it, but I don't even know how to navigate it because I don't talk to people anymore. So it's kind of like God has me just by myself, charging up, and just protecting me. I always knew I was different. I always knew I was set apart. And when you come from a narcissistic family, it's really hard to integrate a positive mindset because your inner voice isn't yours. You were constantly told the craziest of crazy things. You were constantly talked down upon. Dreams weren't believed in. No one seen the vision. You were a quote unquote this and that type of kid because you spoke up for yourself. Like the whole shebang. If you know, you know, for real. And I'm not the type of person that's like, but it's your family. Nah. Abuse is abuse. I don't care. I don't know. I just feel very blessed to have my relationship now, because that has snapped me back into reality like crazy. I feel like I was genuinely possessed and in psychosis in like 2019 to like 2020, 3 years. It was very, like, traumatic isn't even the word. The way my skin was, like, y'all knew I was going through something because of the way my skin was looking. And I've never once had bad skin, so I knew that everything was going on was spiritual. My psyche was attacked by people I called my friends and my family. I was just abused really, really bad because of my kindness, because of my favor, because of my gifts, because of my truth. And now I want to just like, it's like I want to talk about it, but I don't. Like, I don't really care. But I could help somebody, you know? Is it weird that I like to put blush on my nose? I think it's really cute. Not too much, but I like to put a little red. I only use concealer now. I don't really use foundation. It's too much. But yes, I now want to start getting back into posting and stuff. It just feels like a chore sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. It's not as fun as it used to be. And that's what makes me feel like, should I keep doing it? But I just do it just to, you know, express myself, have fun. So much has changed. The pain changed me. The whole time it propelled me to who God needs me to be. And I'm not lollygagging in sin with the rest of the people that wanted me to. I'm trying to look for a schoolie. But now, I feel a lot more at peace. I had to learn how to accept peace in my life. I wasn't used to it. God has opened my eyes at a very young age. Very young age. And once God has started doing that, you are going to be attacked. Like, it's not funny, but it's the truth. You're going to be spiritually attacked. And you're equipped. You have to remember that. It's not like God is just allowing people to just beat you up and you can't handle it. Like, nah. You're better than equipped. And that's what the whole process is. God is building us up and allowing us to be better. New levels, new devils vibe. And ooh, I just blinked so hard it went in my eyes everywhere. And hold on, I didn't even put concealer on my eyes. I can't lie, I feel like the collagen little eye mask might have did some. Might have did a little 1-2. Okay, but yeah, reprogramming my brain has been the biggest thing for me, and I'm genuinely so proud of myself because I've been doing a lot better. Like, so much better. You guys have no idea. And sometimes I have my moments, obviously, like, but the goal is to just not stay there. And yeah, don't allow the devil to make you think you're not who you are. Because if you weren't who you were, you wouldn't be getting attacked in the first place. They see the light and they tight. And we're not fighting against people. We're fighting against spirits. And that's why I don't blame the people that have hurt me or betrayed me or have talked down on my name, because whatever spirit you're fighting is a bigger battle than me and you. Like, I don't know what you've gone through, but I pray you heal. Like, I literally pray for these people because they need it. Seriously. God is calling you to somewhere higher. And you need to utilize that energy rather than hating on somebody that has it. Because God sent me in these people's lives to help them, but they lost track of all that. Like, everyone is in someone's life to either help you or hurt you. And I don't be coming into people's life to hurt them. Granted, I hurt people. I'm not saying I don't. But that's never my intentions. One thing about me now, I would never reconcile with anybody from the past, but I've always been the reconciliation type. I've never, like, been a bad friend to people. And granted, I could have done some shit that was not like what that person wanted of me or whatever you can call it, but I definitely always took into consideration how my friends felt. I idolized friendship too much, and I feel like that's why I don't have any. The way that people idolize being in a relationship, I never did that. I never was a fiend for a relationship. Sometimes I have a hard time trusting God myself because I just don't know what God knows, obviously. And when you've been in survival mode for so long, you've just made all the decisions for yourself because you were trying to survive, you know? And now I'm just kind of like going with the flow, and it's scary because I've had to learn to trust myself again after making such terrible decisions. Not that I intentionally made terrible decisions, but I did. And I can say that I did. And that it's not that I regret anything. I don't regret them. But I definitely wouldn't do that now. So at least I learned, you know? I like using this Better Than Sex one because it's dried out. So it kind of just like gives me like a little fluff. But yeah, I just want my content to just be like me. That's really it. And I don't feel as though I'm gonna be too vulnerable with you guys anymore. Not because I can't, but I just don't care to anymore. I'm happy. Even if I don't say it. I'm very much at peace. And yeah. My eyelashes look really good. Okay, should I do my hair now? So, my hair is still wet, thank God. It's damp. As you guys know, I got my hair cut, and I basically am doing like a little start over, but not fully. I have Aunt Jackie's Curl La La Defining Curl Custard, and I'm going to use that. I don't want to put gel in my hair. I don't want to define my curls too much because I don't know how yet. That'll be another video for another day. I'm definitely gonna learn that because I feel like it looks cute when it's defined and stuff. I'm looking at myself in my laptop, which is on 6%. But anywho, I'm gonna use this to I hope you guys can see, to put in my hair. I'm gonna take my ring off because I don't like when it gets all like nasty. I got makeup on my freaking pants. Frick! I'm trying to get like the wetness from my hair. Yes, it's because my finger, I know it. Whatevs. Okay. It smells really good. I've used it a handful of times. It's really soft. It feels like, look at the texture, it's kind of like blah, blah, blah. It's like Jello, but softer than Jello. And I just kind of rake it through different sections of my hair. I did low-key didn't brush my hair in the shower today. I just wet it. I did yesterday. Oh, did I yesterday? No. I'm not the best at taking care of my hair. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, no. I'm just very grateful that I have healthy hair that grows and just continues to flourish. Cause child, it's low-key 4:37 right now. I hope I made sense in this video because I feel like I just rambled, but I just want you guys to understand why I am the way I am now, and that was just a little background of that. And yeah, I'm like chill, kind of like at the acceptance stages. I still have my moments. Sometimes I think about cutting my hair all off again and starting completely over because I feel like that's such a better canvas, but I feel like I would look like a psych patient if I keep cutting my hair. Like, you alright? Literally. Okay, I think I'm done now. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna pause this because this video is probably like 40 minutes long. Not even kidding. I don't even know if my phone's still recording. I really hope it is. That crown part be so much. Like, you really gotta get in there. It'd be thick. Thicker than me. So I'm done. I finished at 4:47, which is good timing to me. I look cute today. I love you guys. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with another video. Give me some video ideas if you can, if you're comfortable. Love you. Bye.